This is the name of the latest mid-sized SUV from Nissan. Now, Nissan have a bit of a track record for giving their cars unusual names. You may remember the Tiida. But while the Qashqai, because that's how you pronounce it, might have a confusing name, there's one thing that remains absolutely clear, and that is that the Qashqai is a very, very nice all-round motor car. The mid to large-sized SUV market in Australia right now is absolutely bursting with competing models, all promising an easy drive with great storage and plenty of safety features. In fact, it's so saturated that manufacturers are coming up with ever more inventive ways of standing out from the crowd. Now, it could be an eccentric name, but in the case of the Qashqai, I think it's much more than that. This is a very impressive all-round motor car that doesn't promise what it can't deliver. And what it does promise, it delivers in spades. The Qashqai is the replacement for the outgoing Nissan Dualis, and there have been a few great modifications. First up is the exterior overhaul, which is slightly longer, lower and wider than the Dualis, making it more planted and stable. The lines are understated and mark a definite departure from the more blocky look of models like the X-Trail and the old Dualis. The Qashqai has a more European-inspired style with sleek lines and bold accents, like the clamshell bonnet, which strangely gives you the feeling of being up really high when you're driving. It's available in a 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol or a 1.6-litre direct injection turbo diesel like the one we have today. Both are fitted with the CVT automatic gearbox. And the great thing about the gearbox is that Nissan has spent a lot of time making sure you get stepped up shifts when you really put the foot down, and stepless shifts quieter and more comfortable when you're just tootling around the city. And of course, there's always sports mode if you'd like to try some performance driving. The Qashqai is a surprisingly affordable and luxurious car, especially when you consider everything they pack in here. This is a passenger car, and it's been created with comfort in mind. Plenty of legroom in the front, plenty of legroom in the back, and the finishes in the cabin are quality through and through. As a car aimed at families, the Qashqai, of course, has to be practical, not just comfortable. And one of the best things that this new model does is carry things. That's people and cargo. The boot is a nice size, able to take 430 litres of gear, and there's even a false floor that can be removed if you want to store some valuables away from prying eyes. The rest of the interior is dotted with cleverly hidden little storage spaces all the way around, so you can store a small item or a coffee cup easily within arm's reach. This car is made for families. It's also a very safe car, achieving the maximum 5-star ANCAP safety rating, and it features a host of other safety features which will give you complete peace of mind. 6 airbags, stability and traction control, brake assist, ABS and reversing camera are all fitted to the Qashqai, making it an incredibly safe drive. And if you want the optional extras, you can opt for a round view camera, lane departure warning, fatigue detection and blind spot warnings. From an entertainment perspective, the Qashqai, as you'd expect, has everything covered. The 7-inch screen here will display your navigation and reversing camera should you choose to, and the 6-speaker sound system will keep you bopping along, especially on those longer trips. Are we there yet? But the standout feature of this latest offering from Nissan has to be the engine. Both the diesel and petrol options represent incredible value for the price, and the power they generate really does show up the competition. Well, Steve, diesel engines have come such a long way, haven't they?
They have indeed, and they're nothing like what I remember when I was younger. The technology that is now in them with the common rail technology, they are quieter.
Oh, you wouldn't pick this from a petrol engine, would you?
No chance in the world. Sitting inside the vehicle, it is absolutely quiet. And combine the diesel with the CVT automatic transmission, and you're looking at around 4.9 litres per 100. So you've not only got the wonderful economy, but you've got the smoothness of the CVT transmission.
For a car that'll spend most of its time loaded up with people and personal items, it's good to know that a slight touch of the throttle is all it takes to go just about anywhere. So, if you're in the market for a serious all-rounder that'll put a smile on your face every time you get behind the wheel, check out the Qashqai from Total Nissan Cannington, part of Australia's largest automotive group, AHG.